Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here at the Travel Experts Summit. It's a meeting they do every 2 years. I was at one about 4 years ago, I think, and I'm now here on Amamora with all of the travel experts agencies and these two great women here that I have here, Heather McIntyre, Director of Technology and Finance, and Claire Canady, Director of Operations for Travel Experts. And we're going to talk to them about the agency today and what it offers and a whole lot more on Insider Travel Report. First of all, Heather, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
And it's good to see you too. It's been a while, Claire.
Yes, hello. Nice to see you again.
Yeah. So here we are, and let's talk a little bit first about what you do for travel experts, both of you, and then we're going to drill down into how you help your advisors.
Sure. So I manage a really great team of the technology side, the accounting side, the administrative support, and a little bit with our onboarding team.
Okay, and then Claire, what do you?
Yes, I'm also at the head office in Raleigh, and I am more the sales support and supplier relations side of the business.
Got it. So now, first of all, how many advisors are attending this summit?
Right about 150.
And then how many suppliers?
69.
69. There we go. And they've been meeting all morning. In fact, they're meeting several mornings and interacting. And is this the largest summit you've ever had, or not?
I believe it is, yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was at the one, as I said, 4 years ago. I didn't go to the one 2 years ago. But now, how many advisors overall are affiliated with travel experts?
Right now it's about 700 if you count all of our advisors and then the people on their teams.
And is that the most you've ever had too?
Definitely, yes. It keeps growing. It just grows every year.
That's great. Now, Heather, what kind of marketing services do you provide for your travel experts advisors?
Well, most of our marketing is handled through Virtuoso,
Right.
where they have access to the Virtuoso, the magazine,
Right.
and then their direct mail and email marketing as well.
Okay. And then, as for preferred suppliers, what kind of support do you get from you and I think also from Virtuoso, right?
Yes, absolutely. A lot of our preferred suppliers are obviously through Virtuoso. As a host agency, we don't technically have preferred vendors. Our advisors are welcome to sell whichever suppliers they wish. However, we do belong to a lot of the preferred partner programs with the enhanced commissions.
Okay, so you get those from, and talk a little bit about the training and education that you have. Maybe both of you can give a little.
So when a new advisor joins Travel Experts, and by new I mean new to us, not new to the industry, we don't do a lot of like Travel Agent 101 training.
Right.
We do bring them to Raleigh for 2 days for an orientation to our systems, how to do their invoicing, how to do their marketing, a little bit of SAPR training, whatever it is they need some more help with. And then beyond that,
What else?
Right. So we do also offer continuing, basically education. They can have online training anytime through our team if there's certain areas they need help with, or if a new product is launched, we do ongoing education.
And then also you offer the training that other preferred suppliers have.
Absolutely, of course. Yes,
So-
they have access to all of that.
right. And we have a supplier concierge who does
Oh, what's that?
she probably does 6 to 8 supplier webinars a week. We host them, we record them, and they're all on our internal website.
Now, what about technology? I know, Heather, that's your strong suit.
It is. The last few years, we've gone through a lot of changes there.
Yeah.
In, let's see, late 2023, we moved all of our invoicing and commission reconciliations over to Xeon. We have Trace available as a back office. We've also, about a year ago, launched TravelWits for those who want to be able to do air and car and hotel bookings but are not SABR advisors.
Right.
So they need more of the point and click version of it. So TravelWits basically sits over SABR, so they are still making the bookings in SABR. They just don't have to learn all the formats.
So it's a lot of changes in technology. I mean, long
Yeah.
long ago, the days of just client base and that's
Right.
it, right?
Right. It's
So-
been really great. We've gone through a lot of changes, but I think that's also spurred our growth a little bit too, because as we get people that are newer to the industry and don't want to learn SABR, they have more tools available to them now,
Yeah.
and it's a lot easier than it used to be.
Yeah, it does, and in fact, it's a lot easier. It doesn't. You don't necessarily even know how to use a GDS. You used to do one of the things I used to hear about travel experts. The first thing you did was to get Sabre training, right?
Yeah,
And
That's
that-
true.
yeah, it was-
We still have a lot of our advisors working in Sabre, and 90% of the airline tickets that we produce are through advisors in the GDS. So we've got a lot of very experienced advisors that still are more comfortable using the GDS. But the new tools help those that aren't trained get up to speed much quicker.
Now, how can travel advisors join travel experts? What qualifies them, and what do they need to do?
the first thing they need to do is reach out to Susan Farrell.
Yeah.
Um,
Who's your owner?
who's the owner of Travel Experts. Pretty much everybody new to us comes through her. Really, it's more of a conversation about what their goals are, what kind of, we don't have a sales minimum or anything like that, but we want to make sure that the kind of work that they're doing supports, because we are not on a commission split, we're on a monthly fee. So we want to make sure that new advisors to us have the client base and revenue to, so that they'll be comfortable paying that fee.
And indeed, it also has to be that preferred supplier mix, maybe that they supply. They may already be selling of yours, or it doesn't matter.
It really does not matter. They need to have an existing book of business and some ongoing sales, because we do not provide sales leads. And so obviously with our monthly fee, they need to be earning enough to pay that monthly fee. But no, we really do not push that there has to be preferred suppliers in any shape or form.
And now, as you said earlier, you are strictly fee-based. You pay a monthly. What's the monthly fee roughly now?
$550.
It hasn't changed that much.
It has not.
Not changed ever, I don't think. And the plan is to never change it.
Yes.
Amazing. So $550, and no, the commission. There's no commission split. It's 100% commission.
Correct. I've been with the company for 25 years, and that fee has never changed.
I know you were kind of one of the original hosts. Even Susan started it way back, I think in the 80s or late 80s. 89. I thought it was that early. I know I did a story on it back in the early 90s. So, and that was the one where you were a rent-a-desk agency.
Things have changed a little since
Yeah.
then.
Now, in your time at Travel Experts, what has changed about the organization in a way? Because obviously things have changed in the travel industry.
Yes, dramatically. So, I mean, when I first started with Travel Experts, you had to go to the office to be an advisor. Then we got dial-up internet, which, changed a few things, but you had to be within the local area code. And obviously then with the growth of internet, that has allowed us to grow nationwide. So that's a huge change. Technology obviously has come a long way, and the support that we offer has increased significantly with new product.
Right.
Do you think that travel advisors now, for the support they require, are more demanding?
I think it's a different kind of demand.
Yeah.
When I came to Travel Experts back in 2000, when we had a new advisor, we basically gave them like a 4-page introduction and a Sabre login, and that was how they did their entire job. And now there's the cruises and the tours and the on-sites and all of the different kinds of support that they need, where back then it was really a car, a hotel, an airline ticket, and just being able to support different ways that you do the bookings, more of the world geographically, and a lot more people.
Yeah.
And I think advisors have changed over the years. We've definitely gone from the order takers to these experienced, knowledgeable, highly
Curators.
educated curators of travel, yes.
And also, I think I see a lot of mother-daughter, a lot of people are passing it on, and people are coming into the business, and so in that sense they're changing. People are taking over business because, being a travel advisor is suddenly a very attractive profession, right?
It's great. Yeah. We have a lot of people that are mother-daughters, mothers and sons, sisters, just a lot of
I
people.
sat with a whole family last night, and
Right.
they were doing
They're-
that, right?
Yeah,
So it's
no,
different.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's becoming something they want to hand down. And it has become a much more attractive industry again for the younger generation. They're definitely interested. And with your influencers and everything, they're suddenly looking at it with new eyes.
But also, that's a different, what's with the new generation? That's what I was getting to my earlier question about. What are they asking for that might be a little different?
A lot more on the technology side.
Yeah, well, that's what you do.
Right. Right. I mean, we have lots of people that join us now that don't want a Sabre login because they're never going to use it. So, we have some standard things like Xeon for the accounting, and but there's Turn and there's TravelJoy and there's all these other apps, and we support some. We support everybody using whatever tools they want that are best for their business. I know some other agencies, everybody uses Travefy or Access or whatever, and we want everybody to use the tools that are the best for them, which means there's a lot more that we're answering questions about.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to tell us about Travel Experts today?
Gosh, well, we're here to stay. We plan to continue growing and continue to lead the way for host agencies.
Same deal. Anything else?
Thank you for your time today.
Yeah, no, and I'm happy to be here. It's the second summit I've attended. I missed the one in the middle there, but it's once again we're on this time we're on Emma Waterways, and we're doing a cruise up the Danube, and we're here in beautiful Vienna. And looking forward to it. We're watching all the buses leave now, and again, I want to thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
and
great to have you.
so I was probably the worst person on organizing for you. I was I was more demanding. I wasn't paying attention to the
Travel
emails.
advisors make the worst clients.
or journalists, I think. Anyway, I'm James Schillinglaw, and here we are at the Summit for Travel Experts, and this is Insider Travel Report.